Hi everybody, welcome back to This is Powerful with me, Paul Scolford. In this podcast, I speak to some incredible people about mindset, mental health, addiction and recovery. And I share my own journey throughout these conversations. So whether you're on your own path of self-discovery, recovery or transformation, inspired by human stories of mental resilience, or supporting someone who is struggling with addiction, make sure you follow and subscribe to This is Powerful. There'll be a new episode every Thursday. We're towards the end of the year, near the Christmas period, near the holidays. So I thought it would be a good idea to put a little festive toolkit together, as it can be difficult in this holiday period. Set your intention early. Coming up for Christmas Day, it can be a lot of pressure with family and friends around alcohol. So set your intention early, be it a day before, 2 days before, but make sure if you're not going to drink, that's your intention. To help you with this, you can call a good friend and share what you're going to do. Make it a goal and an achievement that you can be present and enjoy the festive period. What are you gaining? Well, you'll be present in the day, no pun intended. You can make your intention that you're going to be the funny person, or that you're going to help out with setting a table, clearing up the table after, that you can bring some games and make that your priority, to host some games and make it away from the drink, because holidays are usually arranged around drinking, a lot of families and a lot of friends. So take something with you that pulls the attention away. So it's focused on fun and focused on the game rather than drinking. Have a go-to drink. If it's with a family or close friend, you can phone ahead and say, listen, I'm not going to drink today. You can make a joke about it, or you can say, seriously, I'm really looking after my health. I just don't want a big fuss. So I'm just going to say I'm not going to drink, but I'll bring my alcohol-free drinks with me, or I'll bring my own sparkling drinks or whatever you're going to take with you, so that you don't feel like you're left out. Also know that you can say you wanted to start Boxing Day with a run, walk in the park, a positive thing that you're going to do, like a sober January, but you're going to start early because you want to gain time and experience upon others. So you can make it like an empowering, self-empowering thing. And when you're there, and if someone does offer you a drink, literally just sit in your own energy, say, no, like I said, I'm not drinking, going for a run tomorrow, and that's it. And no's a no. What's really important as well before you arrive at a friend's or family is to prepare yourself. So if you're someone who is new into not drinking, if you have addiction problems, then I'd take a sparkling water or Coke or soda or something that you'll enjoy, or lemonade drink, whatever it is that you'll enjoy. If you're someone that's happy to go alcohol free, then there's plenty of products on the market that you can take, beer or wine or sparkling tea that looks like champagne, and just take your own drinks with you. After a while, no one notices anyway, and it kind of makes you feel like you're fitting in. Tell someone you trust. So before you arrive at a family or a friend's house, phone someone you trust, or if someone in the family is not drinking as well, or you know they'll stick up for you or be on your side, then just tell someone, air it, so you don't feel the pressure of having to sit there playing tennis with batting off the offers of having alcohol, and you can have a comrade in the same room. It's always good. Practice your no thanks. Peer pressure is really difficult when you're sitting at the table or you've entered a room and someone offers you a drink. Maybe practice it in the mirror before you go. Can sound silly, but that's what actors do to be authentic. A no is good enough. You say, no, I'm not drinking today, thank you. And that's it. And if you mean it, usually people won't ask. If they are going to carry on and say, oh, come on, join in, and just say, no, I made a choice today. I'm really not interested. I want to enjoy you and remember what we do together. If you're new in recovery, it's really hard to avoid temptation or if you're a people pleaser, to say no. So I'd really prepare yourself for these uncomfortable moments. But what really works is sincerity. And if you sincerely say to a friend or relative, I really don't want to drink today, I'm really trying to look after myself, they'll hear you. Definitely take your own drinks. I wouldn't drink an alcohol free drink myself because it's too new. The memory might be too new of the taste. Um, and I also would take dessert that's not a Christmas pudding or a pudding that has brandy or whiskey or any alcohol in it. So always remember that sweets have alcohol, some of them, if they go around, and a lot of desserts do. So take your own dessert as a gift to others and say you prefer that. Make sure you're hydrated. So before you go somewhere, a really good tip from experience is to drink lots of water so you're generally not thirsty, because you can be more tempted to go in somewhere. If someone offers you a drink and you're actually thirsty, it'd be easy to take it. So make sure you're really, really hydrated, and you generally don't want to drink anyway. So if you really aren't thirsty, it's easy for you not to reach out for any drink. Create an exit plan. It's a really good idea to have an exit strategy. What do I mean by that? Well, it's good to drive to an occasion so that you have a perfect excuse that I'm not going to drink, I am driving because I've got stuff to do today, or running around. You can add on what you want to, but if you drive, generally you can't drink anyway. If you feel pressured that people are keep offering you to drink, or you're getting tempted yourself, have an exit plan. Like, I need to go for a walk, I'm full, I need to get some fresh air, whatever it is. If you're vaping, go and have a vape, whatever it is. If there's a dog, take the dog for a walk, but whatever works for you, remove yourself from that space, make a phone call, take a reading with you that's a positive affirmation if that works for you, just to change your mindset so that you feel refreshed if you're going to go back into the house. Being the sober ally is a brilliant thing. If you need an excuse to get somewhere or to go somewhere, you can always say that you're helping someone else who's struggling that day with not drinking. And generally for yourself, it's great to go along and help the other person. Eat before you go somewhere. May sound strange if you're going for lunch, right? But if your blood sugar's low, that can actually help you crave something, and it can give you less energy to resist and have resilience for conversation that you don't want to have. So keep your energy up. Eat before you go. Some people take boiled sweets with them. I know they've got sugar in them, but some people take boiled sweets with them just to pep themselves up and keep any sugar cravings away, which can happen if you're like a beer drinker or a lager drinker. So always eat before you go. Stay in the present. It can be really hard if you're sitting there with people drinking, the volume's going up, the smell of alcohol's in the room, people are getting careless and louder, and you can feel really intimidated or very self-conscious. Being present and mindful is a really, really good thing to do, and you can do it without anyone knowing. If you're sitting down, for example, just use your senses. Ask yourself, what do I smell? What do I hear? What do I feel, like your butt on the chair or your legs on the chair, or feel your toes, or feel the material with your hands? And it would take just a couple of seconds just to really ask yourself, what does that feel like? Not out loud, obviously. And that can bring you back to your present self, and that can give you a respite from the thought process of worrying about, are they looking at me? I feel different than them. So really ground yourself. It helps. Move yourself or go to the toilet, or if you're in a place where you've got an outside, just remove yourself outside again and use your senses. What do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? And just check in with yourself. Remember your why. When I first had Christmas without alcohol, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to have a sober life, start this new journey. So my why is bigger than the day. You know, I'm gonna wake up the next day feeling full of energy, actually full of self-esteem, because I've achieved a whole day of celebrations without drinking. Whereas before I'd have probably drunk, ruined the day and not remembered it anyway. So remember the small wins. When there's a lot of noise and people are saying, why aren't you drinking? Oh, do you have a problem? And start getting into a discussion. Just remember what you're doing for yourself and put yourself before anyone else. If this is the beginning of your new sober journey, you're changing your whole life. You're gaining new freedom. If you're feeling a bit shaky, you can tap into an experience you've just had where you might have embarrassed yourself. You might have had a horrendous hangover. You might have just continued to drink prior. And you know that feeling. You don't want that feeling. And that can be a strong wire to go, no, I don't want to feel like that. I'm going to enjoy myself and wake up in the morning feeling better. For those experienced not drinking at Christmas, you can have a really strong inner dialogue. And it can sound like this. Oh my God, I'm struggling. That looks nice. I wish I could have a drink, but I can't. Or it can even be, I'm really annoyed with these people that are drinking around me when they know it's such a big thing for me. There can be a huge, huge narrative. If you are in a 12-step fellowship, I personally would take, there's a card called Just for Today, and read that card through and through and make that your goal that you practice just for today. If you don't know what that is, take a little affirmation card that reminds you of what and why you are doing what you're doing, that actually you're the stronger one, you're the vanguard, you're looking after yourself, you're changing things. You could be breaking patterns in the family. It's a big thing. But take that with you. And if you're starting to feel like the inner dialogue's getting noisy, take yourself off, read it in the toilet, or remember it. And that can be your little secret that you can sit there and just go through why you're doing it. Actually works. Volunteer or help out. If you're not with the family or going to the family, and what a good idea is, and I've done this myself, is to volunteer. There's lots of soup kitchens, sandwich handout places, old people's homes, people need dogs walked. And it doesn't sound exciting, but I've done a Christmas on my own before with no one around. And trust me, it's better to go and volunteer and be in front of people. And also you get a lot of self-esteem from helping others because it's not about you. You're not going to sit in your pity party thinking I'm on my own, and then thoughts of drink or drugs can creep in. So preempt what's going on. Maybe book yourself in a position in the soup kitchen or somewhere locally to volunteer, and then you'll get great conversation, meet other people. You're out of yourself, out of your place, and more likely you'll have a good day. There's lots and lots of meetings, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and usually there's 24 hours meetings around the clock. Go and volunteer there, be a greeter, or if you have a secretary job, whatever it is, just go there, be with your community and keep yourself busy within your own network, and you'll enjoy it. Make it about more than the drink. So make it about connection, fun, family. Make it about games and laughter. And you don't have to have alcohol for that. We all know that we can laugh at friends at work or colleagues or whatever you want to do. So make it about the fun side of things, not about the alcohol. Okay, everyone, I wish you a wonderful Christmas, or for those who have other celebrations, we will be back on Boxing Day. Normally we would be back on the Thursday, but that's the 25th. So we are going to come out on the 26th. So please join us on Boxing Day and enjoy the podcast.